It's the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Pasadena, California, in the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Turn starts inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Receivers are bunched together. He hands it off from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Contact as he let the ball go. Oh, incomplete. He's very lucky that wasn't intercepted here on the opening possession. Like to have that one back. He's going to bring up 4th down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
The Noles will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. It's a run to the left. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Trying to find room. It's Winston. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The completion sets up a second down play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Testing the right side here. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
A game sets up a third down play. And they pick up the first on the ground. And he is denied on 3rd and 1. Great defense.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
RPO here, 4th down completion to the right. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the first down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up a first down.
The Buckeyes are going to keep this drive moving. And the single back takes the handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And the same runner's got it again. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Looks right for a quick completion. The game is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Finds the running back for a 4th down catch. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or you can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Defense is coming after him. Caught in the backfield. It's Henderson. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll work return it from inside the 5. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. See what they have in mind here. Direct snap. They bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And it's a direct snap. Breaks into the clear. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. The pass rush closing in. Across the 40. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Breaks an open space. He's got the first and still going. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat line. It's a first down. Direct snap. He breaks free. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards in the first half. So really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action. Opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And it's a direct snap. Breaks free. Touchdown, Seminoles. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team out there, they have fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Trying to build on a beautiful balanced touchdown try last time they had it. On the run, it's Winston. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run that hurry up.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
The short hands, it's Winston. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. New set of downs after that completion.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. Second down after that run on the previous play.
That's a really good run by this offense, and Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. Bringing pressure. Took contact on the throw.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Henderson. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
No huddle here for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short in the 7th play of the drive. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42. The Buckeyes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs.
It's a good positive game by the offense, and it's enough for the first down. They're already looking to get up to the line of scrimmage and get this play called to go some up-tempo. The defense has got to be alert of this and get their call and get ready to play.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. They face 3rd and short here in the playoff on the 10th play of this drive. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
He'll ride the back again here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. Been an incredible drive here in this playoff game. Now they face 3rd and short on play number 13. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the Noahs just can't get their defense off the field. We take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Buckeyes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. It's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That kind of execution for a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Crosses the 35. He's in the clear. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
Caught in the flat by the running back. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. The clock is still running. Not to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Did not get there. And now it's going to bring out fourth down and 1. And the Seminoles will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Florida State. This college football playoff game is all tied up. And it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Point after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hope the defense can get a quick stop. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. And we're going to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. The Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looks to the left, and it's complete. He's brought down, and the game moves the ball to the 39. Drive stays alive with that first down completion. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He escapes the pocket. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. He goes down. chance here now just before halftime.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. The offense calls time to stop the clock. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. The attempt from 47 yards. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner looking to create better field position. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Offense moving to a bunch formation. And they get the second half started with a running play. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of a play.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into the tight window. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Direct snap. He gets loose. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle hurts enough to get the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Touchdown, Moles, to put them on top now.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. The lead is now 4, 21-17. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. reception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. First down, looking for more now. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Third down, out of the shotgun. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They make the stop, but it'll be first and 10 now for the 18. Buckeyes begin a new series here, first and 10. The offense with some pre-snap motion. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Second down after that previous play. Looking to throw here. He's running out of time here. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
The offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Well, they take a shot into the end zone on third down. They come up empty, but a reasonable field goal attempt now if they want to take it.
So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. The big tackle at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. It's real win. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. He'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. And he'll drop back here on third down. but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
What a call here by this offense, and unfortunately, the receiver drops this drag route. So much real estate in front of him, a big gain missed by the drop.
The Seminoles will line up to punt it away, and he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. The back's got it. And that run produces a decent gain.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He'll hand it off. They stop him, but it's a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
First and 10 now for the offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They make the stop at the 25, and it's first and 10 for this offense.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Off the RPO, caught to the right.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is, leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
The Buckeyes will have first and 10 here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And they'll go right back to him on first down. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Touchdown, Ohio State. And jump on top now here in the fourth.
Well, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And it's incomplete. The try fails, and the lead remains 5 points. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good coverage team. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Breaks an open space. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That quarterback could really open up on 2nd and inches.
Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, it's exciting, and really this is what this offense is hoped for. Ball in their hands, plus territory late in the football game. But remember, a field goal will not help them. They've got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone to take the lead.
Breaks his tackle into the clear. They bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Direct snap. When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
And it's a direct snap. Fights through a tackle. The Wildcat look picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first. And it's a Wildcat look here to try to convert on 3rd down. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle not enough to get the first down.
I love it. 3rd down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for it. And he does here at a critical moment in his football game in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
He's got room to run. First down and more. He's still running. Touchdown, Seminoles. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feeding the ball. Scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
The offense will set him now for the 2-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. The try fails. Instead of going up by 3, still a 1-point game here in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This playoff game and keeping those championship dreams alive might come down to this possession. Can they produce some points?
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tailback takes the handoff again. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. The Buckeyes will come to the line and crank up the tempo. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? They're going to run it here. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? They'll run it from the gun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? Running play called on 3rd and short. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Solid gain there. Sets up a 1st and goal at the 7.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
1st and goal, a chance to claim the lead here in the final quarter. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. The big fullback's got it here. The fullback gets stuffed for a loss. Ran into a wall there. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Caught by the receiver.
Well, the defense does their job and keeps them out of the end zone. Now it brings up a 4th down late in this game. As a head coach, you've got to make a decision and go for the field goal to take the lead here.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. We made it. 3 points on the board. Jubilation on the sidelines. They've taken the lead in the final seconds.
How about that clutch kick here for the kicker? Gives them the lead, but remember, there's still time up on the clock. This game is not over just yet.
Getting getting set to kick off after that crucial field goal. The offense doesn't have much time, but they only need a field goal themselves. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. First down. They're going to throw the football. Pitch made on the left side.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you...
Taking a shot deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Now, the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Down 1 possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. This could be the game here. Looking for a late deep shot. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this